What's up, kids? Peter von Panda here. Hey, want to show you some floor mats that I got. I'm excited about. Maybe I'm lame, but they're for my Fiat 500. And with your Fiat 500, you have those. You have nice, fluffy carpet floor mats, same as any car that you get. But if you're like me and you live in the Midwest or somewhere where it snows or gets muddy or rains, you may want a little bit better protection, particularly around the edges of the wheel well is where you kind of get stuff gunking up, whether it's road salt or dirt or leaf particles, whatever have you. Having a nice set of catch-all types of floor mats can be pretty helpful. Now, a couple of things that I looked at when I was looking at floor mats were really industrial, strong, fully formed floor mats that fit the whole wheel well to catch water and rain and, again, muddy shoes and boots. There are a couple of companies that make such products. One of the biggest ones is WeatherTech, actually based here in the Illinois area, in the Chicago area. But my problem with that is I haven't seen them in person. I would have really liked to put hands on it. They were quite a bit more expensive, and they looked like hard plastic. I would really love to try them out because they certainly look like a quality product. But I went cheap. You could call me Peter Von Cheap, because I am. So I ordered these. These are from Aries. They are black to match the interior of my car. And I wanted to give you a little peek at them before they go in the car. So you have a left and right, which is cool. And you can see that they are pretty deep. They have a nice lip around the whole edge here. So if you put dirty shoes and snow in here and it melts, it's not going to run off into the carpet, which is kind of cool. The other thing that I will point out is, it may be a little hard to see, but the back of this floor mat it's like furry. It feels like stubble. It feels like beard stubble. You can feel kind of very prickly plastic polymer stickies. And this is going to give you a really nice, firm adhesion and the lack of slippage when it comes to pressing up against your carpet. Now, one of the interesting things is when I grabbed these suckers out of the box and grabbed it like this, they actually kind of hurt a little bit. So it's not something you're going to want to have a lot of skin contact with. You can kind of see the fuzz there in the outline. They're not super painful, but they're kind of thin, needle-like, and they kind of irritate. So I have no doubt that they're going to grip fairly well. They make a big deal about these Aries because there's 3 levels of material that make up this mat. That first is that prickly, grippy part. Then it has kind of this closed cell, foam, rubberish interior piece, which can be seen there as it's cut there on the edge. And then it has this top layer, which is like a woven design. They're not interwoven. It just looks like a rubber coating, but it has some texture, which is nice. It helps it look a lot like, give it a more of a matte finish, blend into the car more than just a hard plastic piece that would look a little more industrial, kind of look a little more like a truck bed liner. So I like this because I think it's going to integrate nicely into the car and not necessarily stick out like I'm trying to protect my car from daily use on a construction site. Now, a couple of things that I will point out here is that there is a plug of some sort in the back middle on both of these. You know what I think it is, let me take a look at this side. I think what they might be is little grommets, essentially, that fit over the hooks on the floor that hold in your stock floor mats. So the hook that sticks up, and I'll show it to you in my car, hopefully they fit completely over it and kind of brace this in place even a little bit more. There's also a couple of rivets here you can see on this side, the back side, and that actually holds on the Aries logo plate. Kind of a nice touch. I mean, I actually don't mind the advertising there because it's kind of cool. It would be kind of awesome if you could order these with your favorite NFL team or college sports team, whatever. Or maybe they even said Fiat or something like that. On this one, which says the front left side. Yes, so this would be the driver's side. The mat is even a little bit more robust in that it has this additional space right here, maybe a little hard to see, that is textured and feels even a little more reinforced. A little thicker ribbing here. Presumably this is where your feet, especially because you're driving it, are going to brush and wear on this area more and more than your passengers. So it even gives you a little area here to kind of scrub off whatever's on the bottom of your shoes. So the key now is let's go put these things in and see how they look in the Fiat. All right, so here are the standard floor mats, driver's side, passenger side, if you're in the US. Nice floor mats, and you can see here those holes that I was talking about where the hooks on the floor hold the mat in place. 2 on the driver's side, 1 on the passenger side. And here is the comparison to the new Aries mats. Again, more of kind of a neoprene look, not fuzzy like the stock mats, but as you can see, that lip, the edge that runs all the way around, makes it much more bowl shaped. So instead of just having a mat that covers kind of the majority of the wheel well, you're going to have these really large catch-all types of mats filling up the whole wheel well. Let's go ahead and try to put them in. All right, so here goes the passenger one. Fuzzy side down, folks. And let's see if we can get this sucker in, and it just fits right in. This grommet, as we suspected, covers up that hook in the floor completely. You can I can feel it, and just push it around. And pretty easy, actually. I think that's kind of all it takes. Pretty nice fit. Looks pretty stock. All right, after a quick hit with the vacuum cleaner, and you can actually see where I have road salt build up. Try cleaning it up and scrubbing it with a little bit of a rag. I'm not going to go too hog wild on it because I don't want moisture on there underneath the mat, but you can see how much dirt and grime collects on the carpet, even with really good floor mats. So here is the other mat. Let's go ahead and throw this sucker in. Try to do a one hit, guys, sorry. Push the 2 grommets over the hooks. And that sucker's in. So, might be a little hard to see here, but made sure that I could feel those right over the hooks. They're not going anywhere. And what I like is, it's a good tight fit all the way around. Goes right up the edge of the carpet. So, like I said, a bowl. So if you have wet shoes, dirty boots, something like that, it's going to get all caught in here. And I actually like that they have these plastic grommets here, because otherwise, if they had holes here, potentially that water and grime could filter down through holes just like a drain and get into the carpet. So pretty nice. I like the fit and the finish, and I think from a distance you wouldn't even know that these are aftermarkets. So the Aries floor mats for the Fiat 500. Peter from Panda out.